पर बलिहार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। हो बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा। तेरा एहसान बाबा चुकाने लिए,
तेरा एहसान बाबा चुकाने लिए।
मेरा हर जन्म हो तुम्हारे लिए,
मेरा हर जन्म हो तुम्हारे लिए।
फिर भी चुका न पाएंगे, पाएंगे चाहे जन्म ले हम कई बार। फिर भी चुका न पाएंगे चाहे जन्म ले हम कई बार। हो बाबा, हो प्यारे बाबा, ओ बाबा। तेरा मेरा है कल्प कल्प का प्यार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, हम तुम पर बलिहार। हो बाबा, हो आँखों से जब देखूं एक तुमको ही देखूं,
आँखों से जब देखूं एक तुमको ही देखूं।
कानों से सुनूं तो बाबा एक तुमसे ही सुनूं,
कानों से सुनूं तो बाबा एक तुमसे ही सुनूं।
तुम संग खेलूं तुम संग खाऊं तुम पे ही दिल बलिहार। तुम संग खेलूं तुम संग खाऊं तुम पे ही दिल बलिहार। ओ बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा, ओ बाबा। तेरा मेरा है कल्प कल्प का प्यार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। ओ बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा। दिल में छुपाओ चाहे बिठाओ पलकों पर,
दिल में छुपाओ चाहे बिठाओ पलकों पर।
हम तो तुम्हारे हैं बाबा, हमको क्या फिकर।
हम तो तुम्हारे हैं बाबा, हम हमको क्या फिक्र,
हम तो बने रहेंगे सदा, हम तो बने रहेंगे सदा तेरे गले का हार, हम तो बने रहेंगे सदा तेरे गले का हार। ओ बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा, ओ बाबा, तेरा मेरा है कल्प कल्प का प्यार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। हम तुम पर बलिहार बाबा, तुम हम पर बलिहार। ओ बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा, ओ बाबा, ओ प्यारे बाबा।
ओम शांति शांति, ओम शांति शांति। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा। तुम हो कौन, कहाँ से आए, अपने आप को जानो। राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा। तुम हो आत्मा तन से न्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे। दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा। अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
ओम शांति। अगर किसी को हिंदी में ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए और मोबाइल नहीं है तो हमारे पास पीछे आकर आप आपका हेडसेट ले सकते हैं।
Om Shanti. Good morning and a warm welcome to Dr. Pratap. Lovely to have a fragrance of Madhuban here with us. The first song that was created in the Brahmin family would have been just around 64, 65, because Mama heard it before she left, and it was the one that we still often play for Bhog, Shiv Bhola Bhagwan. You'll recognize it. And then until Baba became Avyakt, there was no other song, just that one. And then as soon as Baba became Avyakt, one other song came up, and that was the song of Madhuban. And now there are multi-thousands of songs created by Brahmins, sung sometimes by Brahmins, but very often by people out there who have some love for God and bhakti. And I think you get translations of some of the songs, but not all of them. But one of the sentences in that particular song was, "You have given us so much that even if we were to take birth several times and sacrifice ourselves to you, we wouldn't be able to finish that debt." So just imagine how much Baba gives us all the time. And today's Murli is about no gossip. Don't waste your time. Your time is very valuable, so make sure that you're using it in the right way. But again, another sentence that struck me, being soul-conscious and remembering Baba is not bitter medicine, is it? It's sweet. And so how come you're not staying in remembrance? And your remembrance of this time will give you the fortune for the whole kalpa. So many different things, but in particular, your time is precious. This is the Murli of the 27th of June, and the essence, there's a big echo coming. Sweet children, your time is very valuable, so don't waste it on useless matters. Question: what Srimad have you been given by the Father in order for you to change yourselves from human beings into deities? Answer: children, since you are changing from human beings into deities, you must not have any type of devilish nature. 2, don't become angry with anyone. 3, don't cause anyone sorrow. 4, don't listen to useless things. The Father's Srimad is, hear no evil. Om Shanti. The way you children sit is very simple. You can sit anywhere in this way, whether you sit in a forest, on a mountain, in your home, or in a cottage. Wherever you sit, you can sit in this way. By sitting in this way, you children become transferred. I was using this English word, transferred. You children know that you are human beings who are now becoming the future deities. We are changing from thorns into flowers. Baba is the master of the garden, but also usually the master of the garden, the one who owns the garden, sits back and just enjoys the fragrance. But Baba is the master of the garden and also the gardener. The gardener gets his hands dirty, working hard. And so Baba often reminds us, Baba has to work hard on each and every one of us. Only by remembering the Father and rotating the cycle of 84 births are we transferred. Whether you sit here or anywhere else, you are gradually being transferred and becoming deities from human beings. Your intellects have the aim and objective that this is what you are becoming. Whatever you do, even while cooking chapatis, simply keep the Father in your intellects. You children have received this Srimad. While walking and moving around, while doing everything, simply stay in remembrance. So sitting at home comfortably online, you can still study and also remember Baba. When you remember the Father, you also remember the inheritance and the cycle of 84 births. What other difficulty is there in this? None at all. Since we are becoming deities, we shouldn't have devilish natures. Don't become angry with anyone. Don't cause anyone sorrow. Don't listen to useless things. Simply remember the Father. So 4 aspects of transformation, all one by one by one. You have been listening to a lot of gossip of the world. By listening to that for half a cycle, you have fallen. The Father says, now stop gossiping about how so-and-so is like that or has this defect. Don't speak about useless matters. This is like wasting your time. Your time is very valuable. Wasting time, valuable. Baba's using the English words. It is only through this study that you can benefit. Only through this study do you claim a status. In other studies, you have to make a lot of effort. Some even go abroad to take an examination. You are not given any difficulty. The Father tells you souls, remember me, the Father. Even when you are made to sit opposite one another, stay in remembrance of the Father. By sitting in remembrance, you change from thorns into flowers. This is such a good method. Therefore, you should follow the Father's Srimad. Each one has a different illness. There is a surgeon for every type of illness. Very important people have specialist surgeons. Who has become your surgeon? God. He is the eternal surgeon. He says, I make you free from disease for half a cycle. Simply remember me and your sins will be absolved, and you will become free from any illness for 21 births. Just imagine, no ache, no pain, no twinge, no nothing. Tie a knot to remember this. Sometimes people tie a knot and forget why they've tied the knot. It is only by having remembrance that you will become free from illness. There won't be any illness for 21 births. Although it is the soul that is imperishable and the body that becomes ill, it is the soul that suffers everything. There you will have no illness for half a cycle. Simply remain engrossed in remembrance. You children definitely have to do service. While some children serve at the exhibitions, their throats choke. It took about 45 minutes to take people around the exhibition, and there'd be hundreds coming, so there'd already be another group waiting, and you do another 45 minutes and another 45 minutes, and so people would. This was practical experience I'm talking about, and the conditions in Bombay and places like that when they had very big exhibitions. It was dusty outside, and it was okay inside, but when people would be coming and going, the dust would be flying. So you're not just talking, you're coping with the dust. Some children believe that they will leave and go to Baba while doing service, leave the body, fly away. This too is a very good way to do service. You children have to explain at exhibitions. At exhibitions, first of all, show the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. This is an A1 picture. 5,000 years ago, their kingdom truly was in Bharat. They had plenty of wealth. There was purity, happiness, and peace, everything. However, those on the path of devotion have given the Golden Age a duration of hundreds of thousands of years. So how could anything be remembered? This picture of Lakshmi and Narayan is first class. This dynasty ruled the Golden Aged Kingdom for 1250 years. If you have a dynasty now of 100, 200 years, you think that's long. But the dynasty of Lakshmi and Narayan, 1,250 years. Previously, you two didn't know this. The Father has now reminded you children that you ruled the whole world. Have you forgotten that? You were the ones who took 84 births. You were the ones who belonged to the Sun dynasty. Does the memory resurface? Or is it still buried somewhere deep? And if it does resurface, how long does it stay through the day? Between here and breakfast, or after breakfast and through the day? There definitely is rebirth. How you take 84 births is a very simple matter to understand. You have been continuing to descend. The Father is now taking you into the ascending stage. People sing, Everyone benefits when your stage ascends. It's one of the terms that comes in the Granth, that through your ascension, there's benefit for all. They also blow a conch shell, etc. You children understand that there now will be cries of distress. Look what happened in Pakistan. The sound that emerged from everyone's mouth was, "Oh God, oh Rama, what is to happen now?" Now they tell us that it was the largest displacement of people in history. From here to there, from there to here, and rivers of blood, literally. The destruction to come will be so big. After that, there will be cries of victory. The Father explains to you children, this unlimited world is now to be destroyed. The unlimited Father is now giving you this unlimited knowledge. If pollution has reached the top of the North Pole and the bottom of the South Pole, which it has, the whole world needs changing. And so Baba was saying, the unlimited world has to change. You who've been listening to the history and geography of limited things, no one knows how Lakshmi and Narayan came to rule. No one knows their history and geography. You know very well for how many births they ruled and how those religions came. This is called spiritual knowledge. And it is the spiritual Father who sits here and gives this to you children. There, in worldly schools, human beings teach human beings. Here, the Supreme Soul is making us souls equal to himself. A teacher would surely make others equal to himself and Baba, higher than himself. The Father says, I make you double crowned. I make you even more elevated than myself. You each receive a crown of light by having remembrance. Then, by knowing the cycle of 84 births, you become the rulers of the globe. The philosophy of action, neutral action, and sinful action is now explained to you children. It was Mama's Day just a few days ago, and the question I was asked is, we know that by the time Brahma Baba reached his karmatit stage and became avyakt, he didn't need to accumulate any further good karma. And so the 50 plus years of Brahma Baba in the subtle region is literally equal to God, because God does karma, which is altruistic, receives no return. But Brahma Baba, his stock was full. He didn't need to do anything more. So his altruistic karma all these years is the same like the Father. But Mama, when she left the body, she also was karmatit. And so again, the role of Mama and the rest of the advanced party, the service they're doing is altruistic. Their stock is full, but service for the transition of the world, the transformation of the world. So in fact, when people leave the body, Brahmins, we say advanced party. But I think we are being very loose with that term. The actual advanced party that's gone to create the kingdom, I think it's a select few who are karmatit. So, in the Golden Age, actions are neutral. In Ravan's kingdom, actions are sinful. While coming down the ladder, your degrees gradually decrease, and your stage continues to descend. You become very dirty. Then the Father comes and gives the devotees the fruit of their devotion. Everyone in this world is a devotee. Yes? Agree? Even if they don't worship the deities or know God, everyone worships money. A devotee. In the Golden Age, there are no devotees. The cults of devotion exist here. There is the reward of this knowledge. You know that you are now claiming your unlimited reward from the Father. First of all, explain to anyone the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. Their kingdom existed 5,000 years ago. There was happiness, peace, purity, everything in that world. There were no other religions. At present, there are innumerable religions. That first religion no longer exists. It definitely has to come into existence once again. The Father is now teaching us with so much love. There is no question of a war. This is a beggar life. I was using the English term, beggar. A foreign kingdom. Everything here is incognito. The Father too has come in an incognito way. He sits here and explains to you souls. It is souls that do everything. Souls play their parts through bodies. Souls have now become body conscious. The Father says, now become soul conscious. The Father doesn't give you any other difficulty at all. When the Father comes in an incognito way, He gives you children the kingdom of the world as an incognito donation. Everything of yours is incognito. I've heard people say that the biggest secret of the world is the Brahma Kumaris, doing so much, but yet very often invisible. And the memorial in Bhakti for the incognito donation that God gives. This is why there is a system of giving brides a dowry in an incognito way when they get married. Supposed to fill a trunk, a suitcase, and lock it and just give the key without anyone being shown anything. And as always, at the end of Kali Yuga, everything is topsy-turvy. And so now they call people to see the trousseau. Everything upside down. In fact, it is said to make an incognito donation is the greatest charity. When 2 or 4 people come to know of it, its strength is reduced. The Father says, children, first of all, explain this picture of Lakshmi and Narayan to everyone at the exhibitions. Ask them, do you want there to be peace in the world? However, big question. No one knows when peace existed. They have the stories of the violence amongst the deities, the aggression. So when did peace really exist? You now understand that there used to be purity, peace, happiness, everything in the Golden Age. People also remember heaven when they say, so-and-so has become a resident of heaven. However, no one knows anything about it. They all say whatever enters their mind, but there is no meaning in what they say. This is in the drama. You, sweetest children, have the knowledge in your intellects of how you have been through the cycle of 84 births. The Father has now come to take us away from this impure world and back to the pure world. By staying in remembrance of the Father, we are being transferred. We change from thorns into flowers. We will then become rulers of the globe. It is the Father who makes us those. The Supreme Soul is ever pure. Only He can come to purify souls. You are beautiful in the Golden Age. There is natural beauty there. Nowadays, people put on artificial makeup. Look at the types of fashion that have emerged. Look at the type of dresses they wear. And since the 60s to today, it's become even more crazy. Previously, females stayed behind a veil so that no one's vision could fall on them. Now that the veil has been removed, dirty behavior has increased everywhere. The Father says, hear no evil. A king has power. Where did the king get his power from? In Bhakti, during that period, when someone donates in the name of God, he receives power from that. Here, no one has any power. The title of king or queen is there in some countries, not everywhere. In the last 200 years, some kings and queens had their heads chopped off, but at least some countries have them in name, but they don't have power. Here, no one has any power. Whatever everyone does, they do what they wish. Human beings are very dirty. You are very fortunate that the boatman is holding your hands. Not only is he taking us across, but the other additional factor, you are the ones who become his instruments every cycle. You know that the first and foremost evil spirit is body consciousness. Then all the other evil spirits follow that one. How many times in one Murli, Baba reminds us, make effort to consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. This is not a bitter medicine. He simply says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. No matter how far you walk while in remembrance of Baba, your legs will not become tired. You will become light. You receive a lot of help. You become master almighty authorities. You know that you are becoming the masters of the world. You have come to the Father. He doesn't give you any difficulty. He simply tells you, children, right at the start of the Murli, Baba said this, now Baba's underlining it, hear no evil. Only jewels of this knowledge will emerge from the mouths of serviceable children. Nothing but things of this knowledge can emerge from their mouths. Don't listen to useless gossip. Only jewels constantly emerge from the mouths of those who do service. Speaking of anything other than this knowledge is like throwing stones. When you are not throwing stones, you are definitely giving jewels of this knowledge. You would either throw stones or give imperishable jewels of this knowledge, whose value you cannot even mention. How expensive would Gyan be if we had to pay for it? Nobody could afford it. And so Baba makes it free. The Father comes and gives you jewels of this knowledge. That is devotion, but they constantly throw stones, defaming God, defaming the deities. You children know that Baba is very, very sweet. For half a cycle, you have been singing, "You are our mother and father," but you didn't know the meaning of that at all. You simply used to sing like parrots. You children should now experience so much happiness. Baba is giving us the unlimited inheritance of the sovereignty of the world. 5,000 years ago, we were the masters of the world. We are not masters now, but we will become those again. So however you're treated by the world, don't let that pull you down. You were the masters and you're becoming the masters again. Shiv Baba is giving us the inheritance through Brahma. There has to be the Brahmin clan. They say the lucky chariot, but they don't understand anything. This is why there is Brahma and the Brahmin clan. It is when Baba enters this body that Brahma is named the lucky chariot. You children of Brahma are called Brahmins. You Brahmins are the top knot. You've seen the Hare Krishna people, and some of them have a little bit of hair at the top knot. The variety form image also shows this. At the top is Shiv Baba. Then there are you Brahmins of the confluence age who have become the children of God. You know that at present you are the children of God. You will then become the children of the deities. Therefore, your degrees will decrease. The degrees of Lakshmi and Narayan are less because they don't have this knowledge. You Brahmins have this knowledge. However, you wouldn't say that Lakshmi and Narayan are ignorant or without this knowledge. It was through this knowledge that they received their status. You Brahmins are so elevated. Then when you become deities, you don't have any of this knowledge. If you had had this knowledge when you were deities, sometimes Baba says they would become sorrowful. But today Baba's got another aspect, your deity dynasty would have continued from time immemorial. You would always have maintained soul consciousness. You would never have let it drop. All the secrets are told to you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children. You can also do service while traveling by train. If you were to sit and talk to someone with just one picture, many others would gather there. You start talking to somebody, showing them a picture, the people around you would start listening, more would come. Those who belong to this clan would imbibe this knowledge well and then become subjects. There are very many good pictures you can use for doing service. We people of Bharat were at first deities. Now we are nothing. History then repeats. This is the confluence of the two ages in which we become the most elevated human beings. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to you, spiritual children. And the essence for dharana. Don't let anything but this knowledge emerge from your mouth. Never listen to gossip. Only let jewels of this knowledge, not stones, emerge from your mouth. 2. Together with doing service, stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance and keep yourself free from illness. Stay in the intoxication and happiness that you have found God Himself, the eternal surgeon, who makes you free from illness for 21 births. Blessing. May you be an intense effort maker who follows the Father in every action and gives the response of love. You automatically follow the one you love. Always remember to ask yourself, am I following the Father in the act I am performing? If not, then stop there and then. By copying the Father, you become equal to the Father. Just as you use carbon paper to make a copy, in the same way, use the paper of attention and a copy will be made. Because now is the only time to become an intense effort maker and make yourself full of every power. If you are unable to make yourself full, take someone's help. Otherwise, if you carry on, it will become too late. What Baba is saying seems even more relevant today than in the 60s. Slogan: the fruit of contentment is happiness, and by being happy, all your questions finish. Avyakt signal: practice being in the stage of soul consciousness. everyone. Mama's dharana for us to learn from. With the virtue of a soft voice and sweet words, be full with the power of silence. Mama's words were full of sweetness. She used to speak very softly and only speak as much as was necessary. Mama never laughed loudly. Mama's laughing was just a sweet smile. Her words had the depth of an ocean, the height of the sky, and the flow of the Ganges, and those hearing her would just be mesmerized. Let all of us use very few words, understand the importance of words, and only speak as necessary. It matches what Baba was saying in the Sakar Murli. No extra words, no critical words, no gossip. Just a short recap on the Murli and Baba's emphasis again on using time in a worthwhile way. And many, many times Baba uses the expression, I don't give you any difficulty. Again, a few times in the Murli, Baba underlined this. All I'm saying to you is remember yourself and remember me. So it's not bitter medicine, it's not difficult. So what's the problem? Baba has to keep repeating this in every Murli, not just once in a Murli, but every Murli many times. And so that habit that keeps pulling us back down and we forget this shining light, and so then we don't see others as that shining star. It's just the sanskar of many, many births, 2,500 years, and all the time was body consciousness. So how deep and sincere must my effort be for the practice of soul consciousness to reverse that process? And we don't have 2,500 years to practice. We have very, very short space of time of Sangam Yug, and now even the final chapter of Sangam Yug. Really a very, very short time. And so it needs that absolute attention on thoughts. And that is a difficult thing, because nobody taught us how to pay attention to our mind until we came to Baba. The daddies heard it when they were 12, when they were 9, when they were 14, and so they practiced the whole life. And we are hearing it at different periods in our age, but from the moment we hear it, we still haven't practiced it to that extent. But why Baba has to keep reminding us is because that was such a long period, and the period we now have is a very short one. So it's only when I understand how serious this is, am I going to give it my attention full time. And because it's such a simple thing, we think we understand, but it slips away. And so the reminder from Baba many times every day, where are your thoughts going? In what consciousness are you? And so as I keep checking this, the practice, the habit of soul consciousness will continue to develop and grow. So not to get tired of it. Normally a teacher will tell you once, twice, 3 times, and if you still don't manage it, the teacher will think, well, they don't have capacity, they don't understand. But Baba never says that. Baba doesn't say, I give up on you, you'll never understand. Baba just continually finds ways to remind us. So whether it's the image of God as the boatman holding my hand, whether it's the image of God as the surgeon curing me of all illness, whether it's the image of God as the master of the garden and the gardener himself, different images all along. But I can only remember all those aspects and experience them through soul consciousness. Anyone without soul consciousness, and they'll say, well, yes, I heard it in the Murli, but I didn't really feel it. Well, whose fault? Baba's training us, Baba's giving it to us, and like Baba often reminds us, everyone is given the same lesson. Then each one, according to their own love for Baba and love for achieving the aim and object, we're going to be able to do it. And so this is why Baba calls the image of Lakshmi and Narayan the A1 picture. It can create many questions when you first see it, but it is the image of perfection, the balance of male and female, the balance of law and love, the balance of light and might. That one image is A1 because in a way it carries all the different aspects of perfection. And so I can only relate to it if I'm connected with myself and with Baba, and then I take it seriously that that's where I need to go. So just a very short recap. And we have the good fortune of Dr. Pratap with us. And this is his first morning here. So perhaps if you bring up a chair, then Dr. Pratap can say hello to everyone.
And before everyone leaves, tomorrow the Murli will be in Hindi. And so bring your translation units, or we will have English translation units here. Kal Murli Hindi mein.
Once again, our great fortune. We've been having a shower of Madhava Nivasis. So warm welcome to our very dear Dr. Pratap. And he was on his way from the airport, and I was just trying to find out what time they're coming. But as soon as I was remembering him, it was like a cool shower. I was getting a cold shower from somewhere. And that's what you see on that face, right? So much of coolness and so much of composure, and yes, so much of spiritual experience. So warm welcome to Peace Village. And guess what he's here for? Guess what he's here for? Rest, refresh, and what else? Warm welcome.
Om Shanti, and very good morning. This is the beauty of Sangam Yuga, that we are always connected. But then when we meet in person, it's a joy. So being here, it is a joy. And as Baba says, since we are all Brahmins, we have the Charti Kala, the degree of ascension. So together when we are elevated, it changes the whole world. And I always understand that it is the shift in consciousness which makes all the difference. So wherever you are happy, you are relaxed, and you are peaceful. And it's just that you need some kind of reason to travel. So when I was talking to Moini Didi, I just said I need a change for some time. So, and she accepted that, and she invited me to come here. So I'm very happy to be here. And today Baba was giving us that whatever you do, if you are in remembrance, you will not feel tired. So Baba is making us effortless. Whatever we do, it is his connection and the strength that he is with us, that we feel so happy and joyous. So let's enjoy the company of him and be free from all the concerns and worries of the world. Thank you.
Can you tell us what's happening in Madhuban? Have the monsoon started there?
Yes. When I was traveling to Peace Village, I could see the same weather. the clouds and rain. It has been raining quite well in Mount Abu. And every day there's morning time, it rains in the night, early morning there's rain, and afternoon becomes dry. Like this is happening for several days. And a lot of changes are happening in Shantivan. When you go there, you'll find so much is happening. The more of the physical facilities are being created. Rest, all the campuses are either full of bhattis or meditation camps or conferences, Gyan Sarovar. The last conference was on art and culture. So this is happening throughout this April to October. It's a busy time. All the campuses are full. And the mothers group had just recently come to Shantivan, and they had their bhatti program. So likewise, it's all full, everything. You have to find accommodation in Madhuban is so difficult. Particularly in Pandavan, everyone wants to rush to Pandavan. Pandavan also has bhattis. So everywhere there's full of, I would say, full of service, full of love, and full of intense effort which is happening in Madhuban.
Thank you.
देख तेरा ये रूहानी रूप, ओ बाबा मन खुशियों में झूमे। देख तेरा ये रूहानी रूप, ओ बाबा मन खुशियों में झूमे। मीठे वतन में मन ही मन में, मीठे वतन में मन ही मन में, बन के सितारे मस्ती में घूमे। देख तेरा ये रूहानी रूप, ओ बाबा मन खुशियों में झूमे। तेरे नैनों का है नूर निराला, सबको देता अमर उजाला। हो तेरे नैनों का है नूर निराला, सबको देता अमर उजाला। मधुर मधुर है तेरी वाणी, जीवन सबका बनाए रूहानी। तेरे ख्यालों में झूमे हर पल, ओ बाबा मन खुशियों में झूमे। देख तेरा ये रूहानी रूप, ओ बाबा मन खुशियों में झूमे।